If you think you have a lot of problems, then think about the president of Kenya, William Samoei Ruto. Ruto is someone who wakes up with a good mood, but whatever he gets from the ground is so devastating. People want him to go. People are abusing him. People are talking to him like he's their sister or other brother. Someday he says it becomes so natural. Tells people that even if I don't get the second term, it's God's plan. And then the following day, he sees a video online, someone telling him that God is not a polling station. Yani, if there is someone going through hell, is President William Ruto. Now today, while in South Africa, remember I've been making videos here telling you that President William Ruto had a 2-day visit in South Africa, and from there he's headed to another country. So this our tourist in Kenya called President William Ruto today received bad news from the former close ally Ndindi Nyoro. Ndindi Nyoro is the member of parliament, Keharu constituency, and this Ndindi Nyoro is one person who in fact worked closely with William Ruto, and even William Ruto appointed him to be the chair the budget committee. So today he talked about the facility that has been that's been causing a lot of debates, hot debates in Kenyan politics, where President William Ruto has signed a deal with the United States where a quarantine facility will be constructed in Laikipia County, where Ebola victims from United States of America will be ferried and kept in that facility in Kenya. It's something that got people thinking, got people talking. It got people in the streets, demonstrating against the construction of that facility. But today, Ndindi Nyoro took a different turn. He attacked President William Ruto, sending him a bad message, directly telling him to be considerate with the Kenyan people. But before further ado, let us listen to this video. Roll the tape.
Serikali inasema, unajua niliona jana wanasema, watu wa US walituuliza tujenge hii facility Kenya, we would look very inhuman if you don't build it. Fine, we heard that. But how human is it then to also expose Kenyans to threat? You are telling us that Kenya would look inhuman by denying other countries to bring their charges to us by bringing the facility to Kenya. What humanity is there then to expose Kenyans on the same problem? Kwa kauli moja, wa Kenya tumekataa. Hiyo facility hatuitaki Kenya. Na wasitujaribu. Nyinyi serikali msijaribu wa Kenya. Hatutaki hiyo maneno iletwe hapa Kenya. Hatutaki hiyo facility hapa Kenya. Na msituambie wa Kenya hawajui kile wanasema. Kenyans are learned. Kenyans are learned. Na wanajua kile wanasema. Na hawataki hiyo facility hapa Kenya kwetu. Mchukue pesa ya Amerika mpelekane nao na huko. Lakini msituletee hiyo maneno hapa. Asanteni sana. Thank you very much.
Ndindi Nyoro is talking about how President William Ruto is reckless. Ndindi Nyoro is pointing a blaming finger to our Kenyan tourist, President William Ruto. Because tell me, the way Ndindi Nyoro is asking, it is so logical. Like, according to the statement given by President William Ruto, he said that the United States had requested and is not okay and fair to turn them down. So, Nyoro is asking Ruto, is it fair if Ebola is brought to attack the people of Kenya? I've been telling you that, Kenya is another overrated country where people make decisions based on their own interests. As far as William Ruto was given 1.7 billion shillings so that thing will be erected there, and then it is a done deal. He doesn't want to listen to the people. He doesn't want to listen to the people of Laikipia County where that construction will be made. He doesn't want to give them even a chance. And that is the kind of leader we have. That is the kind of leadership we have in Kenya. Everyone. In fact, it includes the people or the leaders in United Democratic Alliance Party, a party of William Ruto, who are denouncing the construction of a Ebola center in Laikipia County. When other nations are closing down loopholes and also closing down entries into their countries, the borders, to prevent that Ebola victims from, entering the country. In Kenya, we are even constructing a house, a center, so that we invite those people who have Ebola, those who are almost dying, to come to Kenya. As far as 1.5 billion is available. William Ruto is such a leader who can even sell Kenya itself as far as is given a lump sum of money. Ruto is someone who can sell anything, anyone. I don't know, because come to think of it, there is no Ebola case in Kenya. You've brought a Ebola center in Kenya, and then after victims from United States have been ferried into that house, into that center, and then you realize that in Kenya we've started having cases of that Ebola. Who will be blamed? And to make it worse, people from Laikipia country, or other county, have now started getting or rather contracting this disease. What will Ruto tell Kenyans? Who will be blamed for that carelessness? Yeah, some things do not add up. And Ndindi Nyoro is right, is pointing fingers to President William Ruto, telling him to do the right thing, that Kenyans do not want this Ebola center in Kenya. And even Ndindi Nyoro has been steadfast in the recent past to talk about the evil secrets of President William Ruto and his administration. Nyoro has even pointed out about the fuel cost, that the rising cost is not about the Iran war. It is about some people who want to benefit greatly, make profits from that fuel price, and equally the high levy and tax that was imposed on the fuel. He has been on the forefront. But people like Ndindi Nyoro, according to me, Ndindi Nyoro is one of the leaders who should be dismissed. Someone who should be left in the river to float, because when this guy was in government with President William Ruto, this guy had a lot of pride. He could walk around with hubri, in Harambees. He never wanted to listen to the plight of people. He never wanted to listen to the problems Kenyans are facing. But here he is. Now that he has been spit out of the government they made. Ndindi Nyoro was among the people, the likes of Rigathi Gachagua and the rest, who really fought hard, who really fought Uhuru Kenyatta. They fought their own brother to enable William Ruto clinch presidency. And after he has clinched the president, now they are out. But then, I'm drawn to how Ndindi Nyoro used to behave when he was in government. He used to talk with hubri. He used to turn a blind eye to the people suffering in Kenya. And all of a sudden, he wants us Kenyans to embrace him, to say that is now our hero, someone who is there to fight for our problems. But when he was the chair in the cabinet, in the budget committee, he never mentioned that thing. He always said that the government is working, but right now he wants us to believe that the government of William Ruto is not working. He wants us to massage his interests. He wants Kenyans to massage his revenge mission. Nah, if there is someone who should be given a lot of canes, is Ndindi Nyoro. Watu wanatubeba ufala, because this guy alikuwa na maringo sana, and he was not tenable when he was close to William Ruto. It can't be now that he has been spit out or that he has been sent out. Now he wants us to have sympathy and feel that he has been part of our journey, our liberation journey. No, that cannot happen. Anyway, I don't know what you think. Those are my opinions, or that is my opinion. You have yours to write it in the comment section. Let us talk, let us discuss. Perhaps it can form a basis of whatever we're gonna talk about in the next video. So if you're new here, consider subscribing, liking and sharing our content. Hit the notification bell so that you can be receiving notifications each and every time we bring you a new